Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Now, if this is your first time here, my name is Vince. I post on this channel every single week talking about options trading, sharing with you guys some of my trades, and sharing some of my strategies. So if you want to stay tuned, learn a little bit more about options trading, then make sure to go ahead and press that subscribe button. So you guys may have seen yesterday, Disney dropped some news after hours saying that they had a huge increase in active users, subscribers for their Disney Plus platform. They also are forecasting to have between 300 and 350 million subscribers by 2024. Now, to put that in comparison, right now Netflix is sitting somewhere between 150 to 170 million subscribers, so that 2024 forecast for Disney Plus is definitely a huge number. With all the focus around digitalization and streaming services, Disney stock had a huge day, up over 14%. So I did go ahead and trade Disney today, but I did one thing wrong. I got out of it way too early. I wasn't using the 5-minute 9 EMA like I usually do. I was stuck staring at the 1 minute. Now, this is a problem that I had today. I didn't look at that 5-minute. I just got out of the trade and took my profits. After reviewing the trade myself and looking at it in hindsight, I should have looked at that 5-minute 9 EMA, and that's what I want to share with you guys today. I want to show with you guys what I did wrong and how I can learn from it, hopefully helping you as well. Make sure to go ahead and smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. It'll really help out the channel and this video. Subscribe to the channel and press that bell notification so you know every single time that I post. Before we jump into this one, I first want to let you know that I've started a free newsletter called the Options Insider. The Options Insider is a daily email sent to you reviewing some trades that I like, giving you some trade ideas, recapping the market if you work a 9-to-5 job and can't stay up to date with every second of what's going on in the market, sharing some important links that you should read, and some unusual options activity. If you want to check it out, it's going to be completely free. Right now, I'm beta testing it, and I'd love to have you help me out. To check it out, check out the second link in the description below. Sign up with your email, no credit card required, completely free to use for now. So if you guys have been watching the channel for a little bit now, then you know that I use the 9 EMA on both the 1 minute and the 5 minute for scalping option contracts. Today, I used that same strategy on the 1 minute to find my entry for my Disney call options. What I failed to do today after entering that trade was to pop up a 5-minute chart on Disney to find where I would exit this trade, where the 5-minute 9 EMA was, so that I know exactly where I need to get out of this if the trade, goes against me. I was quickly in profit. I was watching the 1-minute chart, and when I saw it fall under the 1-minute 9 EMA, I took my profits and moved on. After getting out of the trade and watching the stock, I was watching that 5-minute 9 EMA. I popped it up after I got out of the trade and saw that it held it extremely well and moved higher off that support. I want to show you guys that right now. So let's go ahead and jump into the charts. All right, guys, so we got Disney pulled up. We're going to look at the 1 minute, the 5 minute, and the 9 EMA strategy. So here's Disney zoomed out. Here is, what it did today. Nice pre-market, a little bit of a sell-off in the morning, and then a really strong day after that. I'll zoom into this and I'll show you exactly where I got into this trade and why I got into it. So I was using technical analysis. I was looking at the $170 level on Disney. So I'll pull up the Discord chat. I'll show you where I got into this. Right here, I got in at 10 o'clock, calling it out to the group. I was getting in same day expiration, so a little bit on the risky side. $170 calls. I bought 5 of them, looking for a quick scalp over the break of 170. I was trying to get out of it a few minutes later right here. I didn't get filled on this order because Disney quickly moved lower. I went ahead, held it through that, and ended up selling them, scaling out of it around 10:27, 10:24 is when I was starting to scale out of it. My largest scale out was around 10:18, and that's where I started to, take my profits. But I'll show you exactly on the 5-minute chart why I should have stayed in this trade, why I should have used the 9 EMA to hold this a little bit longer. So I got into this around 10 o'clock. Now, what I was watching was the break of 170. So right here at 170, what we can see, it was the pre-market high. So really strong. You can see that usually when stocks go above the pre-market highs, they'll find support, they'll find more buyers, and you should see a move higher. Sometimes it's a fake out, but most of the time you will see that continuation. So around 10 o'clock, which is right around here, I was getting into this looking for that break of 170. We quickly broke over it. We fell down lower. But then we went ahead, tried again, and we had a really nice clean breakthrough up to $171. So I was in the trade, I was watching this, I was stuck on the 1 minute chart. So I was looking at this 1 minute pullback right here. So if I zoom into this, what we can see is that right here, Disney started to pull back from the 9 EMA. So these candles right here, this is when I totally got out of my position. We had 2 red candles below the 9 EMA, and that's usually my indicator to get out. What I failed to look at was also the 5-minute chart. What I usually like to do is I like to have both the 1 minute and the 5 minute up. If we have 2 red candles below the 9 EMA on the 1 minute, I'll make sure I'll check the 5 minute to see if it still looks bearish and if I should take my profits. So I did end up taking my profits here when we had those 2 red candles below the 9 EMA. Still a good trade, still a good setup. A break of that previous pre-market high is a good setup to take. We had a nice clean breakthrough 170, quick scalp, nice $130 profit. If I had more size, would have been an even larger win for this one. And, for some people, that is a great trade and a great setup for a quick win. But what I like to do, I'll go ahead and I'll show you the 5-minute chart, and I'll show you exactly how you could have traded this a little bit better. So here, looking at the 5-minute chart, I got out of this around 10:20, around that pullback right here on the 1-minute chart. But what we can see is that when we pulled back right there where I got out of it, a really strong support here at the 5-minute 9 EMA. Not one candle broke below that. We flagged right here to the 9 EMA and broke straight through it, continued all the way up to 178. Not one red 5-minute candle for, 10 to 12 5-minute candles. So a huge move, support right at that 9 EMA on the 5-minute. And that's why I talk about this strategy so much on this channel, because it really does work. If you watch this 5-minute 9 EMA, if you watch it hold support like it did right here, you can have some really nice setups. So if you would have been watching this 5-minute, if you saw that support, you could have went ahead and watched these next highs right here and got in for a break of the highs of the day. So what I pulled up here for you guys, the left side is the 5-minute chart, the right side is the 1-minute chart. So you see I got out right here when I saw these 2 red candles break below the 1 minute. But if I would have been trading with this setup here, you would have seen that this 5-minute, it was still overextended above the 5-minute. It was still holding that 5-minute 9 EMA, and it bounced right off of it. So I recommend make sure to have both of these up if you're scalping these contracts. It's much cleaner to look at both of them. So like this chop right here on the 1-minute chart, you see between 10 and 10:30 was actually extremely clean right here from 10 to 10:30, looking extremely bullish on the 5-minute chart. So you can see how, both of these charts can give you a different idea of the stock. Right here, you might have been faked out of it, but if you looked at it on the 5-minute, you would have still been bullish. And that would have helped you a lot better when scalping these option contracts. So definitely a great learning lesson. Make sure to have this 5-minute up. You can see we had a strong bull flag right here, breaking out of it and moving a whole lot higher, which would have made me a lot more money on this trade. So let's say you missed the Disney trade in the morning. You missed this run up and then it pulled back. What should I look at on the 5-minute 9 EMA to find another indicator to buy and get into some call options? So right here is something that I want to call out. So you can see we consolidated, we fell below the 9 EMA on the 5-minute, started to hold below it, but then right around 12:45, we had a break of the 9 EMA and we had 2 candles hold above it. That's another great point to get into call options. So we reclaimed that 5-minute 9 EMA, and what you can see after we reclaimed it right here, we moved higher, bounced off it once again, continued to hold it all the way until around 240. So this would be your entry, and right here would be your exit. A drop below the 5-minute 9 EMA, 2 candles right below it, that's your indicator to get out. So a nice move right here again. You could have pulled about 1.5–2% on the stock, or probably, let's say, maybe 30–40% on an options contract, depending on the expiration and strike price that you chose. So overall, good learning lesson here. I saw how I should have used the 5-minute with that 1 minute, something that I usually do, but I lacked to do it today, and I definitely missed out on some profits because of it. So hopefully that quick review of my trade showing you that 5-minute and 1-minute 9 EMA teaches you something, shows you what I could have done better. Hopefully it will help you into the future if you're using this strategy. If you guys want to join my Discord chat where I post all of my trades, 1,300 other traders in there talking every day, posting their positions, giving advice on positions, overall educating each other, make sure to check out the first link in the description below. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for some future videos. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I hope to see you in the next video. Peace.